The Oxford Dictionary says to cheat is to act dishonestly or unfairly to gain an advantage. And that's exactly what we suspect our man Tony Jones of doing. So we brought in Charlie Bezzina, a very famous detective, to get us the answers. Charlie, my reputation as a quiz master is on the line here. Have you ever seen anything quite like this?
What, his teeth?
They are big. But all jokes aside, does TJ have a case to answer?
Look, I'll have to get the facts together, interview some witnesses and see where I end up.
Nice.
Matthew Lloyd, with a face like that, I reckon you did pretty well in jail. Now tell me, was TJ lying at the time about cheating in the quiz? Yes or no?
He was really aggressive pre-quiz. He was talking about wanting to Sam Mitchell, Peter Hitchner, which did concern me. And I think if you go back and look at that first question, you'll get the answers you're looking for.
I've got to own up. The only question I saw was the first one, and he got in before me.
Billy Brownless, I've covered a few Geelong murders in my day, and they were all the grand finals in the 90s. Anyway, tell me, how did TJ fix the quiz?
I think that he cheated. There's no doubt about that, Charlie. There's no doubt about it. He knew the answer before the question was asked.
2004, Athens. The women's 8 rowing.
I am an extreme.
Oh, okay.
Gone early.
It's got to be Sally Robbins. Lay down, Sally.
Yep. I'm worried where this rundown's been.
Damien Barrett, first things first. I want to talk to you about reports of your dangerous driving Albert Park. This looks like a classic media leak by you. What do you say about that?
I've got no comment to offer.
Even though there's a credibility issue.
No comment.
You're the quiet one, aren't you? I've looked at the footage. You don't say much.
What I say carries weight.
Not when you're not saying anything, doesn't carry any weight with me. Are you in relation to Woody Allen at all?
Why would you ask that, Charlie?
Because you look like him. Kane Corns. Now, you've lied before. You said that Connor Rozee is better than Sam Walsh. Are you serious?
Well, detective, I don't want my character being assassinated. That was an opinion. This is fact. Well, it's clear that Tony Jones, in fact, it's as clear as the teeth in his head that he has been after a succession plan. Now, it failed with Peter Hitchner on 9 News, it failed with Neil Mitchell, and his only hope left was to be the quiz champion on the Sunday Football Show and be ranked #1. And the only way he's able to do that is to cheat.
Now, you don't like TJ, do you?
The way he speaks to me in the ad break, you could forgive me for not liking him.
Kane,
Yes, Bill.
you can get...
Sorry, Zach.
Tony, when a human being wants something desperately enough, as I think you do, to be #1, you'll do anything to get that position. Now, I think it's quite clear looking at the footage. From your own admission, I saw the first question.
I knew the answers. What more can I say?
But you've got to listen to the question.
I don't have to listen to the question because I know the answers.
In honesty and fairness to you,
Yes.
I've spoken to Kane.
Oh.
And his credibility to me is 0. But I've spoken to the other panel members. Now, either you've got something over them because there's certain ones that will not commit and say that you were a cheat. You've put Nathan's credibility at issue because he's either part of it.
Nathan's credibility?
Well, he's asking the questions. He's the quiz master.
He doesn't have credibility.
Based on what? What do you base that comment on?
Do you watch the show? Why should I dumb myself down to make a hack journo and has-been footballers look better? You've spoken to Nathan and Billy and Damo and Kane, who you say has no credibility
Correct.
whatsoever.
Yep. So it's balanced.
Right? Lordo, who's only interested in his looks. So how's this looking for me at the moment? I'm honest about being dishonest with that particular question.
All we want to do is get to the truth of it.
Oh, I've given you the truth. I didn't cheat.
I'm sorry, but I'll give you the facts and the full report to Nathan in due course.
It's your call, Constable.
So, we do have the results, and this is an email from Charlie. Based on interviews of various witnesses on and off the record and my review, you can see that is an official email from Charlie Bezzina. Browny's quiz that saw TJ's damning admission and his later interview with me. There's not a shadow of doubt. I'll repeat that. Oh. There is not a shadow of doubt. That is 0 doubt that TJ did willfully and maliciously cheat. Charlie Bezzina, detective. You cheat.
Detective my backside. Seriously,
You
I mean,
cheated.
well,
You got
that's
5 people saying you cheated.
well. There's obviously a lot of people in jail at the moment who didn't carry out their crime that they've been accused of because I didn't cheat. And Charlie, if you're watching, and I know you don't, that's what I think of it, mate. So I don't care. You can carry out your kangaroo court, your investigation, and everything else. Charlie Bezzina, more like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, mate, because you got about as much credibility.